Good morning, Cypress Village. Welcome to another episode. I think this is going to be a commonplace moving forward. I hear a lot of good feedback, and I know Laurel enjoys choreographing these coffee chats. But welcome to Coffee Chat Friday morning. Today is July 31st, and we've got a lot of information on tap today. We're going to start out today with David Greene and Nicholas LaLiberty. And they are going to give you an update on the tropics. I'm sure most of you are aware there is a tropical depression, tropical cyclone out there in the Atlantic, and it is heading towards Florida. On the positive side of that, it does look like, per the last model, that the storm is going to move a little bit to the east of Jacksonville. So although we're not expecting any significant weather, we always need to be vigilant and prepared for the worst and hope for the best. After that, David Greene, our maintenance director, will also introduce our new maintenance manager. We've got a new maintenance manager. His name is Robert Irwin, and he replaced Joe Murphy. And he is fresh on board here, just came out of orientation yesterday. So you'll get to meet him today as well. Followed by Dave, you're going to see Breanne and Thomas Rivers. They have partnered together, resident programs and dining services, to bring you a very, I think, unique and new approach to Coffee Chat. This partnership, from what I understand, is going to be involving residents. I don't know how they're going to choose the residents at this point. They may explain that in the video clip, which I have not seen yet either. But basically, Thomas is going to pull out some ingredients. Is that correct, Laurel? Ingredients? Certain ingredients that are typically standard, but they're going to be in their raw form. And residents are going to taste them and take a look at them and have to guess exactly what they are. I might have messed that up a little bit, but you'll see Thomas and Breanne here shortly. Followed by Thomas and Breanne, we had a special day yesterday. Sarah, myself, and the leadership up in assisted living, Bill Greco and Victory Sloan. We had the opportunity and the honor to deliver some flowers to all of the residents up in assisted living and memory care. Jessica Murphy helped put that together for us, and she was right there with us the entire way. A beautiful little bouquet, and we got to see all the residents in assisted living that have been in isolation and cooped up for a long time. So it was great to see their face, and I really can't wait to see them on an ongoing basis again, which is hopefully sooner than later. Followed by that, I'm not going to expand on it too much now, but in the weekly update that you'll be getting on Friday, we are going to include a document which is the liability waiver. This is a waiver that LCS has produced for all of our Health Peak communities. The waiver is very self-explanatory, but basically we are just trying to do what we can with visitors, vendors, contractors, residents, family members that enter the building, that they have to take the utmost caution and precaution to keep our community safe. And if they don't, we are not liable for those actions. So please read that document when you receive that this afternoon, and enjoy the chat. Happy Friday.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Coffee Chat. I have by my side Dave Greene here of the Plant Operations Department. We wanted to talk to you a little bit about the storm that's coming up this weekend. It's not a tropical storm yet, but it's starting to look like it's going to become that as it starts moving through the ocean. And we just wanted to kind of touch on, what we're no stranger to this, so we know what we're doing. It's much better to leave, obviously, because if we lose power, everyone knows how uncomfortable it can get pretty fast. It's been extremely hot lately, so that's the heat's only going to double. If we lose power out in the houses, if you're not on the new ADT upgrade, you will lose all communications with your alarm systems. EMS won't come out here in a hurricane, tropical storm, things like that. They're busy, clearing roads, doing things like that. So, Dave, do you have anything you want to add?
We've been preparing on the maintenance department, clearing out the scuffers. We had the storm drains cleaned out 2 weeks ago in preparation for the hurricane season. So we're preparing now and getting ready for this storm, but it's just going to roll into the rest of the summer.
Yep. Yeah, this season's pretty hyperactive right now. That's what they're saying on the news, that it's it's only going to get increasing number of storms coming through. So we're prepared on our end. Make sure to get the proper amount of supplies, food, water, batteries, flashlights, everything like that, and just always be prepared. That's our motto.
For this storm coming up, we're going to keep an eye on it. Monday morning, if you need help taking the furniture off your balcony, please call the maintenance department. Jennifer will put in the work order, and we'll have the techs to help take everything off your balcony if necessary. Just be prepared to have a place in your apartment to put it. Garbage bags, newspapers, blankets, anything that you can put it on, or that we can put it on, to not get everything dirty and wet.
Yeah. I'm good.
Great.
For maintenance otherwise, Joe, as you know, has left, and Robert Irwin is his new replacement. You will hear from him soon. I'm very happy to have him here. One of the biggest updates is the AC units will be getting replaced next week in the pool. There will be a notice put out, or a call 'em all, to let you know which 2 days the pool will be closed, because we will need to close the pool to have these AC units. We don't want them transing equipment in and out of the pool with you guys in there. And plus there will be no AC, so it'll be hot. Otherwise, that's all I have today. So from Nick and myself, have a great weekend.
Signing off.
All right, good morning, Cypress Village residents. It's Ty, Executive Director, with my partner in crime here, Thomas Rivers, Director of Dining Services. Today we have a little special treat that I don't think any residents know at this point. At least I wouldn't think so. It's possible through the resident grapevine. However, I am pretty confident to say that nobody knows this news that you're going to hear today. So, with that being said, part of our capital plan for 2020 was to renovate the exterior of the healthcare center. Very similar project that we did on the towers roughly 3 years ago, where we took the entire skin off, replaced windows, sliding glass doors, replaced the stucco with an EFIS finish, painted it, sealed it, the entire gamut. We're also going to do some work to the balconies there. Well, just to make a long story short, the final cost on that particular project ended up coming out much greater than we anticipated. And we weren't going to be able to do the job that we wanted to do on the healthcare center with the amount that we had allocated for the project. In addition to that, we added some exterior design elements to the healthcare center to make it look more Key West and more soft and beachy and coastal looking. So that drove the cost up additionally. So we're going to defer the healthcare center to 2021. And with that, we are going to remodel Middleton's, which many of you that have been here for some time, when we did the first floor renovation, Middleton's was basically an afterthought. It was a great decision, but it was not a purpose-built space. So, with that, Thomas has been really thinking through his ideas. We thought it was going to be a 2021, 2022 project, but the money that we had for the healthcare center will cover the cost of Middleton's, in addition to another exterior project which we discussed, which was the Ballard lighting. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Thomas Rivers to give you some of the details on this project. Thomas?
Yeah, so I'm very excited about it. As you could guess, anything that we can do to upgrade dining services is a great positive for all of us. So with the remodel of Middleton's, we're going to add, like Ty said, it's going to be very purpose-built. So a lot of the complaints that we would get in the past are the soups are hard to access due to the height. The same thing with the salads. It wasn't very purpose-built for the residents that we have. So the idea is to have everything built in. So the soups are going to be built actually into the countertop. So the soups will be countertop level. Same thing with the salad bar. So you won't have to reach up and over to get your salad. You just reach down. So it'll be a whole lot more accessible to the residents. We're also going to be upgrading the entree bar. So currently we were using the chafing fuel, which A is very expensive because it burns out and you have to throw it away and buy more. So we're going to be upgrading that to induction heat. And the shapers that we chose are much lower as well. So you'll be able to see the entrees and starches and vegetables better than previously. And in addition to all that, the dessert bar will undergo an upgrade. So we're going to have a brand new ice cream case that's built in. We're going to have a state-of-the-art coffee machine that'll offer espresso, cappuccino, regular decaf coffee. And then we're going to have a display case for all of our plated desserts. So it'll look more elegant and be more functional as well. So like I said, I'm very excited about it. We spent a lot of time picking out the equipment and seeing what would best fit the residents. So hope you look forward to it.
You know, and just to finalize that exciting news that Thomas just provided, we also have some design plans to make that particular area look like its own distinct venue, not part of the main dining room or an extension of the main dining room. We expect to put in a nice chandelier right in the middle of the two serving areas, which is going to be pretty grand. And then in addition to that, we're going to drop some pendant lighting over the salad bar and over the entree bar, and as well as over the dessert bar. So all of those lighting features, along with a couple other, you know, accents that we're looking at, which we haven't decided on, are going to give that area its own unique feel. And it's going to be much more functional and also safe for our residents the way we've laid it out. Construction on this project has been approved. The funding has been approved. We are finalizing the bid with the contractor. I hope we can get started. What do you think, Thomas? In next 10 days, maybe?
Yeah, there's only one piece of equipment that has to be finalized. Other than that, everything's been approved, sourced, and should be able to start soon.
And the great news is this project is not going to take an extensive amount of time. We should be able to complete this project within a couple weeks. I don't want to put any definitive timelines on it because that always gets me in trouble. But according to the contractors, they feel they can get this done fairly quickly. And Thomas's goal and my goal is to have this done before we get back to regular dining services in the main dining room and Middleton's. So we hope you are excited about the news. We are, and appreciate your partnership, Thomas.
Yeah, thank you. Very excited.
Thank you all.
Good morning. So, Dining Services and Resident Programs are partnering up for a very fun event that we're going to be doing next week. Breanne's going to tell you a little bit more about the details behind it, but I'll just give you the overview of it. So it's going to be called Name That Food. So what I'm going to be doing is taking various types of fruits, vegetables, possibly some meats, starches, presenting them just in a small little cup in a way that you probably wouldn't see it in its natural state, and then it'll be your job to taste the food and identify what it is right by writing it down on a piece of paper. So we're going to be having a sign up with a limited amount of residents, so you can sign up for it. We'll deliver the food, you can taste it, we'll come pick up your results, and then we'll announce the winners on the following coffee chat. So Breanne's going to tell you a little bit more about it.
Yep, so that'll be next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Resident Programs is going to be taking care of the sign-up, so you'll call or email us. We are doing a maximum of 15 residents, so it is first come, first serve, so just give us a call or send us an email, and then we'll deliver the food at 1 p.m. on Tuesday, and we'll come pick up your answers at 2 p.m. So you'll have about an hour to taste each food and write down your answers, and then we'll come pick them up, and we'll decide the winner on that Friday, and there'll be a special surprise for whoever wins closest to each ingredient.
All right, so get ready because I've got a lot of interesting foods that you may or may not have tried yet. So best of luck to everyone, and we'll see who wins.
All right, good morning. I just want to introduce my new maintenance manager, Robert Irwin. Robert comes from us from a assisted living facility on the west side of Jacksonville.
Yep.
Robert?
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. It's a beautiful building. I'm glad that I got hired by you, Jay. I've known Dave for a while. I've been in the business for 17 years as a maintenance director, so I come with a lot of experience, air conditioning, all types of repairs. I was a licensed contractor also, so I've pretty much done it all. Been in the ditches. So and I'm happy to be here.
We are very happy to have you. The ACA showed up today, and Robert knew the inspector by name.
Yep,
So
sure did.
the inspection went very well.
It sure did.
So, Robert, where'd you grow up?
I grew up basically on the west side. I moved to Florida from West Virginia when I was 9. My father was in the Navy. He retired Navy. I went into the Army for a quick stint and then come out of the Army and started working in the maintenance department for a long time. But yeah, I've been around. I've been in Jacksonville for a long time. Went through a lot of hurricanes. Evacuated Avante once. So we've been to evacuations and to a lot of hurricanes, so we're not no stranger to it anymore, trees on the buildings and stuff like that. But, experience works. It works, especially with knowing what's going on with the storms and everything. They're unpredictable, but quick to response is the way to be.
Robert's going to be piloting a new program where he follows up on work orders. So he's going to take 5 to 10 work orders a day and go out and check the technicians' work. And so he'll be able to introduce himself at that time. So expect to see Robin around the village real soon.
All right, I'm back, and I was just going to give some COVID statistics like I do every week. This week, we are up to a whopping 461,000 cases in the state of Florida, which is just, absolutely incredible. Here locally in Jacksonville and Duval County, we're up to just below 21,000 cases with 152 deaths and 606 hospitalizations. So that is quite staggering here for the state of Florida as well as Duval County. Overall, death rate wise as well as hospitalizations, pretty positive for our county and city. Here at Cypress Village, we're still holding strong. We have 9 cumulative cases of employees that tested positive. I believe 3 have recovered and have returned to work. The other 6 are still at home, recovering and in self-quarantine. So we're awaiting their return here, hopefully within the next few days, as soon as they get a negative test. Overall, the curve for the state of Florida has been pretty steady. I was hoping it to plane off and then start to decline, but unfortunately, it's still holding steady right at around 10,000 cases a day. On the positive side of that, I always like positivity. The death rate is definitely on the decline. It's a sharp decline. The curve is going in the direction we want to see it go on the death rate side. But again, on the new cases, we're still holding steady statewide at around 10,000 cases a day. So with that, all of the employees were tested here Tuesday. Our results are already coming back in. So by this Friday, we should be able to give you a pretty good indication of how this round of tests went. And, I'm hoping and praying that our staff members are doing the right things when they're not here to keep themselves, their families, and our residents safe. So thank you.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another beautiful day here at the Loon's Nest Bar and Grill. For the burger of the week this week, we have a Frisco melt. So it's going to be Swiss cheese and American melted on top of our normal all-beef patty with sauteed peppers and onions and a burger sauce that's meant to replicate Shake Shack. All that is served on top of 2 slices of sourdough bread from Cazzini's.
Okay. There's 2 big ones at the bottom. One's for Tanya Roche because her birthday's today. Okay. And then the other one's for Jean. But any other ones, I figure we'll just go. Okay. Door to door. Okay. So let's go. Okay. We are dispersing flowers to all of our AL residents.
Just bringing you some flowers.
We're missing Jean if she's in.
Yeah. Because you're a resident here.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Can I put them somewhere for you?
They are just absolutely gorgeous. What a darling arrangement.
Happy birthday.
My water didn't break, but here are your flowers.
Gosh, we're going in the delivery room. You want to go with us? It's right in there.
I'm in it.
We're bringing you flowers.
You're bringing me flowers.
We are.
Even if there's no event, bringing a woman flowers to a man is a very unique experience. Touches the heart.
All right, I get a couple opportunities to share some information today with you, so I'm back. This is going to be a quick one, but I wanted to give all of our residents just a update on what we're going to try and do to just assure some interaction, and the residents that aren't getting much interaction or don't have the opportunity to, walk around or get out of the house or the apartment, we are going to implement wellness checks. We're going to start these effective Monday. The goal is to reach every resident at least one time a week, and the person that calls you is going to be a staff member at Cypress Village, maybe somebody you recognize, maybe somebody you don't recognize, but the intent of the call is just to reach out, say hello, and see how you're doing. I'm not going to go through the scripted questions, all of them here, but a couple of them are really geared toward just making sure that you're getting everything you need, or if there's something you're not getting, that we can assist you in receiving that, just to make sure you're okay and you're doing the best you can be. And if you're not, however, we can support that. So more to come. Like I said, you'll be receiving a call next week, and we look forward to supporting you any way we can. We know this has been, a very difficult time. So thank you. Just a couple of reminders before we get on to birthdays and finalize this week's coffee chat. If you are receiving meal deliveries, either in your house or your apartment, and you do not like your meal left on the floor or outside the house on the ground, please put something outside your door. Could be a small table, could be a little stool. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or crazy, but it's a way that you won't have to bend down to grab your meal, and a way for us to leave that meal somewhere that's very convenient for you to grab. So just a quick reminder on that. And also, we've had a lot of questions regarding recycle. Recycle is always a popular topic. So Thomas Rivers next week is going to provide you some of the detail with all of the new containers that you've been probably seeing on an ongoing basis. He has to buy a large quantity of each, test them out, see which ones that are the best fit for our residents, and he's going to lay all of those containers out, describe what he's hearing from other residents as to pros and cons, and also really give you some detail on how to recycle if that's something you truly want to adopt moving forward. So there will be an opportunity for that. So stay tuned for Thomas Rivers next week. And with that, we'll get on to birthdays. We'll see how many we have this week. Laurel, where'd we stop last week? The 31st. We got through the entire month? Mm-hmm. Wow. We do have 2 birthdays today. They got a shout out last week, and we're going to remind all the residents again this week. Mort Krim and Lunell Medley. It is their birthday today. Call both of those residents and wish them the best. August 1st, Miss Betty Tomlinson. Betty, happy birthday to you. On the 2nd, we have 3 birthdays. We have Kathy Poole, Sarah Smith, and Carolyn Solomon. Happy birthday to you 3 ladies. On the 3rd, we have Sarah Gordon and Mary Jane Sipple. Happy birthday to you 2 ladies. No gentlemen yet. Ruth Smith, happy birthday on the 4th. I know Leonard always does something special for you, so I don't know what he's got in store this year, but happy birthday to you. And then Nick Cutavas is on the 5th. Vilma Boero is on the 5th. Pearl Kenny and David Brown and Aileen Giddy are all on the 6th. Happy birthday to you three. And on the 7th, we've got 4 birthdays. We've got Kate Knoll, Ernine Astolfi, Ruth Nozelik, and Mr. Roger Nichols. Roger, happy birthday, buddy. Hope all of you are doing well. And call your fellow residents, wish them a happy birthday. And before we leave, I just wanted to end this week's coffee chat, with just a big thank you to all of our residents and your families. I mean, this has been a very difficult time for everybody. For the most part, we're getting a lot of, kind words and emails and positive feedback. And, it really means a lot because, we talk a lot about what we're doing here as staff to try and keep everybody as content and happy as possible. But, on the same token, it goes for you all as well because you have been very supportive. You've been very patient. I can't say enough for everything that you all have done during this difficult time as well because, without each other, it would be much more difficult. But together we have done pretty well, and together we will get through this. And, at some point this will end, hopefully in the near future, and we can get back to life as we knew it at Cypress Village in the near future. So again, thank you residents for all your support and everything you're doing to keep yourselves and the community safe. So God bless and take care. Bye-bye.
Hurricane plan as usual. If you stay here, you stay at your own risk.
Hey, hold on, I broke something.
You just dropped it. That's great. That wasn't like $400 or anything.
Don't worry, Dave will just buy.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. So we thought of something pretty cool. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be the best thing ever. Believe me. There's been a lot of things thought up before, but this is gonna be the best one.
How about we try that again?
Be a special surprise for whoever wins closest to each ingredient. Should be a lot of fun.
Should be live.
Please cut that should be fun out, please. Okay. Sometimes you don't edit me and I'm like, Laurel, take me out.